fucking stupid. So this is an addendum to the video that's uploading right now. So I'm uploading this live, so it cut off. So I'm going to continue what I thought here. Essentially, I was going to say that in the end, people are going to be people. People are going to be assholes over the internet. I mean, the internet has been a popular thing for over 10 years now, and we can't really say that it's going to end. It's never going to end. Does WWE or these superstars think that calling them out on Twitter is going to change his attitude? It's never going to change anybody's attitude on things. The only thing that's going to change their attitude is actually by, doing what they say that you aren't. For example, if they say, like, randomly, trust me, if they say you can't fly and then you do fly, they got to shut up. If they say you can't, punch through that wall, then you punch through the wall, it's going to stop. So if Alexa Bliss puts out something that's very sexy or whatever, and everyone's saying it's like, damn, she can fucking move, he's going to stop saying shit like that. That's the way it works. However, should they go and start pleasing him by doing what he wants? Of course not. They need to do whatever they want to do, and they're going to do that one. I'm not going to say, like, they should do the opposite of whatever. But if you want to shut him up, you got to do the opposite things. But why would you want to get recognition from someone like that in the first place? I mean, it doesn't really make a lot of sense. I mean, like, you got to do within your means, and you got to do what you like to do. Like Paige, I see her on Twitch. She's doing her thing doing her thing on there, acting all sexy, answering questions, yada yada yada, teasing men. It's fine. It's what she does there. I'm not gonna say oh, she's a thought or whatever. Just do what you got to do. It doesn't really matter in the end. I don't know if Alexa Bliss is on Twitch. I don't think she is, but like Jessica Havoc is on Twitch, and Rosemary's on Twitch. Drew Gulak is on Twitch, etc., etc. There's so many WWE superstars on Twitch, doing the thing. You don't make fun of them, whatever. It's not really that big of a deal. But like, I think his problem, just like with me, with Street Fighter and Ryu, whatever, it's the stands of the basic. Why do you love something so simple and basic? I think because like he's around my age, so like he's seen some things. And for the most part, I don't know, but like, I would like to know what age these Alexa stands are. If they are like 20 and under, I completely understand if you think Alexa Bliss is the hottest thing on the earth. But if you're like, like of an older age, like 30 or something like that, you definitely seen some better stuff out there. You definitely damn sure better have. Have you ever heard of Reddit or Tumblr? Anyway, yeah, there's lots of great looking chicks out there, like girls like Alexa Bliss. In reality, the people walking around, I gotta say, like in New York City where I'm at, I gotta say, if I'm in like in a decent area, like 42nd Street, 34th Street, where all the tourists are, I gotta say 1 out of 10 girls look like Alexa Bliss when it comes to the body type. I'll say it because JD was talking about the whole porn thing, or like the sexiness stuff there. But in porn, there's lots of girls with Alexa Bliss's body type. There's lots of them. I can honestly say like five out of like 10 girls have Alexa Bliss body type. So I don't know. I don't know why you're praising someone like that special. Charlotte Flair's body type, good luck finding that in porn. Good luck. Sasha Banks' body type there, 2 out of 10, I would say. And if you're saying, oh, clap that, oh, you watch porn, oh, you're a perv. Guess some motherfuckers. I see the views in the videos. I'm not the only one. Shut the fuck up, all right? Millions of views for hentai. Get the fuck out of here, bro. Yeah, really. There was actually a really cool video I saw for Mortal Kombat Friendships. The intro for Friendships began with like porn sounding music, and all basically at least half was like, and people like girls and guys or whatever that you wouldn't expect. Is that porn music? Because they were reacting to it, the natural reaction, like, and it was natural porn music. And like those people, they're in the DL. I mean, like, it's stupid. I mean, like, why you gotta hide something that billions of people are into? It's ridiculous. It's ridiculous to me. So back to Alexa Bliss. Now, does she deserve hate? Of course she doesn't deserve the hate. Is she gonna get hate? Of course she will. That's Roman Reigns, Nia Jax, AJ Styles has haters, Kurt Angle has haters. Does Kurt Angle have haters? I don't know. I don't. I never really heard anything bad about Kurt Angle in any way, really. He's that good. Yeah. I don't really hear bad things about Stone Cold either. You know, like I mean, like they're probably out there somewhere. Um, like what can like I'm back in my mind like what can you possibly hate about Kurt Angle like in any way? I can't think any. His ring attire looks good. Great personality. Great theme. Uh, his wrestling moves are really good. He has a lot of intensity. I can keep going. Yeah, I mean, like he has everything you look for in a WWE superstar. But he's not super tall enough or whatever. But he's jacked to the gills, so you got to balance that out there. There's nothing really bad about Kurt Angle. There's nothing really bad about him. But are there bad things about the female wrestlers? Most female wrestlers. Who are you talking about? I was talking about what's up, game. I was talking about Kurt Angle right there. The reason why I was mentioning Kurt Angle was because I was thinking of wrestlers who don't get hate. I was talking about Kurt Angle and Stone Cold. I think like everybody gets hate in some way, like AJ Styles, but like Kurt Angle and Stone Cold get no hate from anything that they do. Maybe Stone Cold doesn't hold what thing, but everything Stone Cold for hugging McMahon. Yeah, hate there. But like generally, yeah, thank you. Generally, most wrestlers get hate. Most wrestlers get hate in some way. Zack Ryder gets hate. Kurt Hawkins gets hate. Everybody gets hate in some way. MJF gets hate. Cody gets hate. His wife gets hate. I can keep going for days. But like Paige and Alexa Bliss there, they shouldn't be surprised that they get hate. I mean, like they put themselves out there and it's going to be hate. You're going to get hate in some way. So I was ranting beforehand for 6 minutes on the whole thing. Let's continue from the video. The video currently right now, let me just check right now so that the viewers can see. There's a part 1 to the video. Currently right now, this is part 1 to the video. It's still uploading. So this is part 2 because it's going to get cut up at the end because of space or whatever. So yeah, so like they shouldn't really feel bad or surprised that JD was saying something bad about them. JD's been saying bad things about Alexa Bliss and Charlotte Flair for like years. And now they want to confront him about that one just because, you know, the whole the Hana Kimura thing. Now they want to confront him because of the whole anti-bullying thing. They should have stepped in a long time ago. Hana Kimura, and by the way, this is an extra part there. The Hana Kimura thing, I saw even more. I know even more about Hana Kimura since the incident. She had something in her system, like I assumed that was going to happen, because in a certain anime that I watch, Detective Conan, there was a similar incident where someone was said to have committed suicide, but they actually were killed by somebody else by putting something in their system and then slitting their wrist when they were down and they were caught. So it was a similar situation when it comes to that. Also, I found out that it's on YouTube. So essentially the whole issue at the dinner table when she was confronting that person, it was in Japanese, but I can speak Japanese now. I know what she said for the most part. Essentially, it was rude. It was disrespectful. She kept saying that over and over again. The worst part for me, watching the Terrence House thing, was Kai, the guy who did it. He honestly didn't feel remorseful about that. He didn't. From what I read in the comments, because I didn't watch the whole Terrence House thing, from what I read in the comments from many, many people, is that it wasn't because of this one incident that Hana Kimura snapped. It was because of a series of incidents that led up to this one. So she was pissed off about a lot of things that happened. I don't know if it was a Kai. It was likely with Kai. I heard she had a problem with him, and this is just the straw that broke the camel's back. So, like him accidentally destroying her ring gear, that set her off, and she got pissed off there and like saying like take up your hat or whatever for some reason. But like she was mad. She was delusional. So delirious, like full of rage. Um, and Kai said like 3 times, and in that particular segment, and you can tell it was real because there was no cuts, there was no edits or whatever. But Kai kept on saying "Gomene, Gomen" over and over again. Like Sorry is gonna get her fucking ring gear back. Sorry is gonna like make time go back. No, Sorry doesn't do shit, motherfucker. Like if someone like takes your shit there and fucking like throws it out the goddamn window, destroys it completely, all your fucking shit's gone. Gomene, Gomene, Gomene. No, motherfucker. Replace that shit mad quick, motherfucker, and turn around and let me kick you in the ass for being stupid. So, So like I have zero issues with what Hana did in that house, and Alexa Bliss. Should she have gotten mad at JD? Of course she should get mad, but she should know that she's never gonna win against a toxic motherfucker like that. She's never gonna win. That's what I was saying in the beginning of the video. She's never gonna win against a toxic motherfucker like that one. Braun coming in there, Paige coming in there, and now JD and from NY knows that pretty much everyone from the WWE watches this shit. So he fucking wins in the end. I think I put in the video that's coming up on the channel. So he wins. He wins. Instead of you ignoring it, you did exactly what a troll does. What is a troll, aka a hater? What is a troll? What's their main goal? Two things: to get publicity for themselves and to waste your motherfucking time. That's the main things. A troll never expects you to actually do things. They're just doing things just for the fuck of it. Just for the fuck of it. So, is JD wrong for saying those things? Yeah, he is wrong. Is he right? Probably. He always wanted WWE's attention. He always wanted their attention. Back about maybe 2 years ago, the Road Dogg was pissed off at what JD did when he was saying that Road Dogg was a bad like a writer agent for SmackDown, and Road Dogg got so pissed that he was basically there was a time when JD went to SummerSlam or some shit like that. He went to something SummerSlam, and Road Dogg was there, and Road Dogg knew who JD was. And Road Dogg was trying to put in some sly words to get rid of this motherfucker, and JD found out about that, and that boosted his motherfucking ego to the fucking roof. You should have saw him on the channel. He was glowing. He was so happy Senpai noticed him. He was so happy. So yes, yeah, exactly. Yeah, JD was glowing that his hate and his rage was reaching the corporate highness of the WWE. Of course he wants attention. It's like LTG or whatever. Where the hell is he, by the way? Anyway, he wouldn't shut up about it. Oh, they know Senpai noticed me. Oh, Senpai, I love you, Senpai. Oh my God, he was going in. He was elated to know that like the agents, the higher ups, if you will, know who he is. Of course he is. He's a regular schlub like me, and like he's talking shit about things, and people like that he rants about whatever. And now people, higher up people, are into him. Let me check my status of my video right quick. Let me see if it's up. Part 1. It should be up on the channel right about now. Okay, cool. So it's up there. But this is part 2, so I'm continuing from that one. So, yeah, the Road Dogg incident. So, the Alexa Bliss thing, I was saying in the video that this is not the first time he's talked about Alexa Bliss or Paige in negative light, or Charlotte Flair in negative light there. And I was saying a little bit more detailed things, about the women and the way they look earlier on in the video. I'm not going to repeat that again. But and whether he's right or wrong about things, of course he's wrong about doing things. See, what I didn't put in any of the videos until this point, this is new stuff, is that in the future, how's the future going to look for cyberbullying and things like that? For the recent future, for the current one, of course we got to watch ourselves there because we're going to be compared to certain events. Of course we're going to do that one, but in the future, it's like you're going to go back to normal status quo stuff. That's the way it works. People have the right to say whatever they want, but we as a people have a right to ignore what they have to say. If they keep on with that BS, we have a right to say, not worth my time. If you give them your time, they win. I see motherfuckers on Reddit or Tumblr or on GameFAQs or whatever talking about how this game is the best there, this booty's the best here, this person's the best over here. In the back of my mind, I want to say you're a fucking moron for thinking that one. Here's something better, bitch. But I know, going through this whole stuff, that it doesn't mean anything, and people are gonna think I'm just a hater on this guy's stuff. No, I'm calling him out by helping him out, see that there's better things out there. But I know in the end, it means nothing. And if I know it means nothing, I'm not going to waste my time doing it. So, JD from NY, saying that Alexa Bliss, like she's unsexy or whatever. That's beauty in the eye of the beholder, beauty in the eye. And do I think he's going to apologize? You ask. Of course not. It's JD. If he does apologize, it's going to be one of those wink, wink apologizes. Like, I'm so sorry I offended the great and powerful Alexa Bliss. Ooh, I'm sorry to all the Alexa Bliss stands out there that I offended with my words. She's going to be some bullshit like that, you know? Some bullshit. He's not going to really apologize. That's not in his DNA. It's not in his DNA. I met him in person. He's not. He doesn't give a fuck. He doesn't give a fuck. He's not graceful. He's not really nice. He was. I'll put it that way. Just no. There's a reason why he. No, nope. Not going to go there. Not going to go there. See, it's live. I can't edit this stuff out, so I can't mix my words right there. But he definitely he's going to keep doing what he does, and we can't do anything about that. I don't think. Wait. So Braun Strowman came in there to avenge his team little girl. That's cool. And Paige came in there because she's a victim of cyberbullying herself. So it all makes sense in that way. I'm not surprised Seth Rollins didn't come in there or Kevin Owens, whatever. I'm not surprised. So yeah, I'm not surprised that those two came to the defense of Alexa Bliss at all. But Lexi Kaufman, in the video that's on my channel now, she's a great person. I know she's a great person, and she doesn't deserve that kind of stuff there. And like we all get bullied all the time there in so much reform. So Michael Cole, baby, says the only thing you find funny is everybody talks about JD bullying, yet they're bullying him and they're bullying each. Yeah, kinda. Yeah, exactly. You know, like, yeah, kinda, exactly. You know what I'm saying? Okay, so JD is a single person talking about how he thinks that Alexa Bliss isn't very sexy because she puts no sexiness out there. Mandy Rose, completely the opposite. Completely sexy. Lana, completely sexy. We've seen what Lana can do. We all know what Lana can do. All right? Mandy Rose, those sexy ass pictures in her in like little 2-piece bikinis there, shaking her stuff there on TikTok or whatever, you know. We all know she can do some things, all right? But Alexa Bliss, you don't see her doing that kind of stuff there. How come Sasha Banks doesn't do that kind of stuff there? Sasha Banks can do stuff because we all see the way Sasha Banks moves her hips when she comes out there. She got some stuff. We all know she got some stuff, okay? Don't give me that shit. But Alexa Bliss there, she has nothing. Nikki Cross, she got some stuff. All right, we all know she got some stuff underneath that shit. But Alexa Bliss, the stands are like praising Alexa Bliss for being this paragon of sexiness. I know she's not. She knows she's not there. But in the end, it's not our business to put it out there. It's the fans of Alexa Bliss that are like all over her drooling and stuff like that. I put in the very beginning of the video that if you're super young, you never seen a lot of hot chicks, Alexa Bliss is gonna be the best one. And I went into detail on that one. JD isn't getting bullied; he gets clowned. Yeah, that's true. But yeah, I want to talk more about your bullying thing. The fact that Alexa Bliss alone confronted JD, that should have been enough. The fact that they ganged up on him, that's bullying. That's fucked up right there. I think a lot of people out there hate it when people gang up on them. And isn't the whole thing about bullying like gang mentality, like using your power to overcome the little guy? Why are you all gang up on JD like that? Why are you doing that? Did JD tag you or something like that? I know he didn't. Did JD tag you in his tweet or whatever, and that made you come in there? Did he do that? He didn't do that one. It was to Alexa Bliss. But then you took it upon yourself, the Braun and Paige, to come in there and, defend your friend, which is fine, which is perfectly fine. But you are what he allegedly is. You're bullying him. You're not making things right by saying that he's wrong. You're making it look worse by ganging up against him. If you want to make things all right and peaceful, you should come in there and say nicely to calm down and let everything slide and think. Be calm about things. Don't add fuel to the fire. Don't do that. That's the worst thing you can do. That's the worst thing you can do. And you actually did it. You actually did it by saying that he's a clown, that he's a nobody. You kept adding more and more rage. You kept on bullying him. You kept on adding the rage by saying like he can't get a woman or whatever. What's wrong with you, Braun? Don't do that. See, that's the first time I ever said anything bullying wise to anybody there so far. But like Braun was bullying him. Why? What? Like, why is it 6'8" monster guy picking on a little random YouTuber? Just leave it alone and like let it die down on its own like it usually does. Or say in a positive way to be nicer to one another. Instead, you gotta insult his manhood and stuff like that. Why are you doing insensitive things like that? Why are you doing that? Bebe says, "Hey, you're being bullied. Let's gang mentality this guy and bully him." I haven't heard that word in a while. Sorry. Hey, I'm being bullied. Let's gang mentality this guy and bully him. Alexa Bliss and Company. Respectfully, you don't agree. JD made videos against her without constructive criticism. I don't know. I don't know. I don't know what that's supposed to mean, really. Because like because anybody can say it's without this or that, but like I've seen videos of him and oh yeah, absolutely. I agree on that one. I think Roman Reigns does too. I think Alexa Bliss does. Like the list of people out there that like the WWE can lose and Hollywood would love them is definitely Alexa Bliss. Alexa Bliss is very pretty, very attractive. I can see her being a badass like superhero in a movie or agent in a movie, like agent. I didn't say Asian, like whatever. A secret agent in the movie. I can see her being like a bartender or a love interest in them. I can see Alexa Bliss has a lot of personality to cross over into Hollywood. Nikki Cross kind of as well, but Alexa Bliss, I think she has more of like a star quality about her. I think she does. Who else in the company has like star qualities? Sasha Banks, duh. She has like a really great sex appeal about her. Female wise, let me think about SmackDown. Oh, Peyton Royce, obviously. Um, but like like it's weird. It's weird with the girls, right? Because the way Hollywood has a history of typecasting you, and if you don't act well in like your big starring role or whatever, they're going to typecast you into thinking you can't do your good stuff there. That's why The Rock got so many freaking offers because he's so good. And people are like, wow, he's good. We want him. If you act mediocre, like Apollo Crews or whatever, or even AJ Styles, like you're mediocre, Hollywood's not going to want you. You have to act really good, but WWE doesn't allow that, do they? So like JD does give constructive criticism when granted to. He sometimes makes decent points on like why do certain things happen when the other things didn't make sense, and like he has a kind of a point there. And sometimes he does, sometimes he doesn't. That's the way it goes. But like, I'm listening to him. I listen to JD from NY mainly for entertainment reasons, just like the Cornette experience. I don't really take Cornette seriously or JD from NY seriously. They're just entertainment purposes only. If I want like actual news or whatever, probably Wrestle Talk. But like I know their opinions don't matter, so I skip their opinions. I don't really care about their opinions. Bebe thinks he means that her personally and not the character. Oh, okay. That is true. He definitely did, saying that she likely can't get down in her personal life. He definitely did say that one, but it's kind of it's like obvious to those that know that she likely doesn't really do that kind of stuff there. In reality, because like the picture she takes, I mean, like it doesn't have to really be called to attention. Like I'm not going to call out Nia Jax for being like a prude or whatever. Like I mean, Nia Jax is someone I definitely would not want to meet. I definitely not want to meet there. Not because of the character on TV, but what I see on Total Divas. The shit I see on Total Divas does not paint Nia Jax as a nice person in any way. Like backstabbing kind of person or whatever, and like like she's kind of no backstabbing, talks talk shit about you to your face. But like Nia Jax, no. Shayna Baszler would meet in person or whatever. Alexa Bliss knows that Nikki Cross is Sasha Banks. Sasha Banks kind of rubs me the wrong way, actually. So she kind of rubs me the wrong way in reality. Bailey, kinda. Charlotte Flair, I think she'd be nice in person. I don't think Sasha will be nice in person, um, for the most part. But anyway, yeah, judging how the woman performs in bed, and he's putting that on camera, not a good look, buddy. But he made a mistake, so Um, Bebe says, kind of understand why JD's getting a lot of the shits. Uh, and people bring up things on him, he said. JD said a lot of shit before. This is not the first time he's talked bad about someone. Not going to be the last. And currently, at this time, you can't really bully or say anything bad about anybody because the Kimura thing has blown up into a million things. Um, Yeah, I don't know if you guys saw her finishing move on Twitter. It's tagged in my timeline. It's twitter.com// clack off. So like if you go there, one of the first ones in there, it's a video of a GIF of Hana Kimura's finisher, which is fucking super impressive. It's super impressive. It's like an octopus pin. It's like no octopus pin, octopus looking pin into like a Fujiwara armbar. Like starts bending over and then down into a pin. She floats over into an armbar. You have to see it to believe it. I don't think the movie even has a name. It's so freaking weird. And she's the only one that did that. And I'm fucking sad. I don't even know what it's called. So McGinnis, a name I know personally, Bliss can bring in non-wrestling fans. You need wrestlers like her. I agree. I agree. But when she was hurt and she was out, the ratings didn't budge for her. When she was out injured, the ratings didn't budge. She doesn't really impact the ratings. The reason why WWE is considered bad to a lot of people is because, well, they do a really bad job of making their important characters have crossover appeal. So whenever they leave, it means nothing. When they come back, it means nothing. They need to have people branch out into other genres of media, but they're not doing that. If you look at the WWF era, the golden era back in the 90s, one thing that they did very well back then was crossover appeal. Back then in the 90s, like the early 90s per se, there weren't a lot of channels out there. And if there was a lot of people, if there were people watching, it was one of like 5 or 6 channels back then. So if Hulk Hogan was on the news, it was a big deal. If you see like these other wrestlers on these other medias, it's a big deal. So you need to have crossover appeal and let them fly. However, I know McMahon's not going to do that for one reason. He knows that if they get a taste of the Hollywood bug, they won't want to come back. Why would they want to come back if they can make way more money with way less bruises on their body, with way more potential out there? He's not going to let Alexa Bliss go. He doesn't want Sheamus to be on the cover of Muscle and Fitness or whatever. He wants them under his thumb. So, when Roman Reigns goes to Hollywood, and it looks like he might, he's gone. I saw his work. I was not able to put this on YouTube because it blocked it. The scene was too long. There's a scene with Roman Reigns in Adam Sandler's new movie about the crazy Missy. I'll put it that way. There was a scene. I recorded it immediately. I wanted to put it on YouTube, but it was automatically blocked. And the scene was David Spade at the beginning of the movie. David Spade was in the club. He mistakenly thought that Roman Reigns' character was talking to his date. And Roman Reigns stands up there. He gets mad tough in David Spade's face. And it looks like Roman was a legit badass right there. The same way he was doing the Buddy Murphy right there, the same kind of like badass in your face kind of look right there. Same thing. Aldo was really impressed by Roman. So he has the future. He wants to be a badass in movies. So he doesn't want them to leave. Alexa Bliss, probably not. Charlotte Flair, she can do movies if she wants to. All right. So Bebe says JD throws a bit of racist stuff in his rants too. Yeah, he does. He does. Like when he shits on Berto Carrillo and Andrade Sin Almas. I can't. I'm not. That's no album. For speaking English, and they're in the back eating tacos and Titus. I love when he says Titus Grater. I love when he says like eating burritos or some shit. They're in tacos. Umberto can speak decent English. Andrade, I seen this interview. It's like broken English, but he can. It's kind of like my level of Japanese. It's enough to get by. And I know the important parts. I know the important parts. So just like in Spanish, I know the important parts of Spanish. So there you go. I can't like form a long sentence in Spanish, but I can do like a mid-level sentence in Japanese now. The YouTube videos are helping out me with the kotodas and the no's and the particles and stuff like that. Helping me out there. It's actually pretty cool. Why are they just doing this now? Who knows? JD expects her to have the work rate of Cesaro. I don't know if he said that part. I don't think anybody should expect that of anybody, really. Most guys can't. I think the only guy expected to have that same work rate as Cesaro is Ricochet and Apollo Crews. Hardly anybody else. So, she's 5'4". She's definitely not 5'4". And she's definitely less. Rest with the mic skills and good face work. Oh, she is what it is. No. She's definitely not 5'4". I think what's her name? Ember Moon is about like 5'1", 5'2". AJ Styles is about the same height as Daniel Bryan. Yeah, so like I'm gonna talk about heights and weights and shit there. That's JR's job on fucking AEW. Fuck that mother. I'm not let the same thing mean about anybody nowadays, can I? I can't say that. Actually, I am on Reddit, and I made a comment after Kimura, whatever. It was about the AEW Double or Nothing pay per view. During that one, I believe it was, it was about the Hikaru Shida title win. My comment was this: you can DV me, you can DV, downvote me all you want there. I hated the fact that JR alluded that she only got this win because of Hana Kimura's passing. No one did. No one downvoted me. I really felt that Jim Ross didn't need to say that. I really thought that he could get Excalibur and Tony Schiavone there. I really didn't think any of them needed to say anything like that. Especially him, who I know. Yeah, I didn't want him of all people to say that because I know he doesn't care. I know he doesn't care. Most people know he doesn't care. He is currently a very, very below average commentator. And if you think it's just me, it's not. Ask Jim Cornette, ask JD from NY as well. And I think Wrestle Regret, Brian Zane, Jim Ross doesn't really care about the products, and you can hear it and you can tell it in the tone of his voice. He's phoning it in. I'll give JD something for this one. When he's doing the Ring of Honor shows there, you can tell he cares about the product getting it over. Jim Ross, not so much. Because I watch a lot of wrestling out there. And Jim Ross is easily the laziest one of them all. And I definitely didn't want him saying that Hikaru Shida's win was in any way associated with Hana Kimura's death. I definitely didn't want him to say that. Or anybody else there. Because it's an implication that she only won, wink, wink, nudge, nudge, because of her fellow Joshi passing away. I really hated that. I really hated that. And of all the list of things that I hate JR for, with his mediocre commentary, his inane fucking Wikipedia references and whatnot there. Oh, 5'10", 450 pounds. His match is one fall. Don't forget, folks. JR's barbecue sauce. Of all the bullshit that he does in commentary, you have to go there and say some shit like that. Just let her lay it out there and let her have the goddamn moment. You already had the implication beforehand by saying Hikaru Shida, was going to win because they had the Hana Kimura graphic and the Hana Kimura graphic before that match, and then she wins the match. We can assume it's because of that one, but then on commentary you mentioned that as well. Don't you fucking go there, especially you. I doubt JR has watched a single Stardom match. Ever since I saw Stardom, I watched as much as I could. More than Shimmer, more than Dragon Gate, more than Noah, Stardom. You know what? This is exclusive just for you guys. I can delete the video finally. Okay. And delete it automatically. Oh, I got to delete it automatically. Good. Good. Just for you guys, I'm gonna go through my list of favorite promotions as of 8 months ago. Going through my list here now. It's my personal notes over there. Note, YT subs, notes, yada, yada, yada. The best of the best. And I put them in order what my favorite promotions are. And like a little note on saying why. Movie criteria. It's pretty old anime. Black and Blue, Subway. Let's look at the other one. Oh, there it is. There it is. Gotcha. Okay, so yeah, there. Wow. Shit. If you fucking bullshit. If you look there, I have the stuff I like most in red, and I put a thick highlight around Stardom. That's how good I think Stardom is. That's how good it was. This list was created. Look at the bottom. 7/26/19. So yeah, these are the companies that I know of. These are the companies I know of, like AEW and AXW, GCW. The ones I like most are in red, but the thick red one was only given to Stardom. They're the only ones because they're that damn good. They're that damn good. Oh, that's a lot of companies. Yeah. I think I may have known a few others. Is Bar Pro Wrestling here? Oh yeah. Bar is there next to HMW. Over here on this. Yeah, Bar Pro Wrestling. That's Joey Ryan's thing. That's Joey Ryan's one. Bar Pro Wrestling's good. It's in red because it's really good. So like the reason why I made this list was because I saw a lot of fucking wrestling promotions back in this particular era. A lot of promotions coming out there wrestling fucking. I swear to God, dude. It was like wrestling every other day. It was so, and each one was like 3 hours each. It was so much. I had to pick and choose what was the best ones. So I wrote down, I typed down the best ones, and the ones I saw, and the ones in red are the best of them, like the ones worth watching. And Stardom was in thick red because I loved the way they did things. The wrestling was good, their tag was good, the intros were good. Like the intros, the outros, the promos were interesting as well. Everything was good about Stardom. Everything was good. I was like, I watched Stardom all the fucking time, every time they were on. Dragon Gate, Impact, yeah. So yeah, GCW. GCW is like kind of like a ECW kind of thing. It's very cool. They don't give a fuck. AAW is kind of like a cross between ECW and Impact Wrestling. They don't do a lot of shows often. Beyond Pro Wrestling, I don't want to go through every single one, but the point is here: Stardom was number one here for a goddamn reason, and Hana Kimura was definitely part of that shit as well. And those, if you look up certain people that know her on YouTube or whatever, they'll say that Hana Kimura is definitely one of the stars of promotion. like one of, if not the stars of the promotion. And you can't say anything bad about Hana Kimura when it comes to her skills or anything like that in the ring. And there's like stories about how nice she was and everything like that. It saddens me a lot because like I knew she had a lot of potential. I knew it. Like I saw a lot of potential in Ricochet. Well, okay, the same thing I saw in Ricochet was the same thing I saw in her as well. Back in about 2013, I saw Ricochet at a PWG event, and I was like all the people in the show were like, but Ricochet, yeah, I saw it. I saw it. It wasn't his moves. It wasn't his move set. It wasn't his move set. I don't look at that. It's a nice bonus. I wasn't looking at that. What I look for is, how can I put this? Uh, what I look for is charisma. That's a good way to put it. Charisma. If you have great charisma, you can go far in wrestling in general. Most people in wrestling don't have good charisma. Brian Cage doesn't. He fakes it. Michael Elgin, he fakes it. Moose has good presence. Tessa kind of fakes it. We can tell. But Ricochet it's natural. It's in him to be charismatic, and that's what the big leagues like. Adam Cole has it as well. But like when I saw Ricochet back then, I was like, this guy has it. And yeah, I saw in Hana Kimura. Hana Kimura has it. I think her rival. Oh, the fucked up part is, I just thought of it right now. Hana Kimura had a rival with Julia over there because they look very similar to one another, and they have similar traits, but one is more of a like a badass, and one is more like a dismissive kind of badass. So that they needed to like fight each other. They fought each other one on one time. They fought each other one time. Tag matches here and there. Everyone in the company wanted to see more of Hana versus Julia. In tag matches, we saw it, but with Hana Kimura gone, I would suspect that Julia would be the number one person in the company. Even though Julia just got there, essentially like 6 or 8 months ago, I think it's going to be Julia who's going to be the ace of Stardom now. Yeah, whenever Julia and Hana got in the ring, the usually quiet Japanese crowd was like, "Oh!" That's how big it was. All right. Yeah, Lucha Underground was great. Yeah. There was a Hana Kimura video. Hana Kimura versus Julia. One time only in Korakuen Hall, the place where usually the guys only wrestle. They wrestled there. They tore the motherfucker up. They tore that motherfucker up there. They were fighting everywhere. I mean, every fucking side of the. It was the. Remember how Cell fought Goku and he said this confine of the ring is not good enough for us. We need the entire world as our fucking ring. That's kind of what Kimura and fucking Julia did. I was like, holy shit. I was my eyes popped out there. My eyes popped out there. I mean, like I've seen some stuff like that in this Best Super Junior tournaments. It's I think Bone Soldier versus I think the hoverboard block guy. Yeah, I forgot his fucking name. He was really good. I mean, like Best Super Juniors, they use a lot of the arena. When it comes to NJPW, and they use the entire fucking area. The not the ring, but the entire fucking building is their fucking playground to fight in. The referee is falling behind them. Get back in the ring. Wrestler's like, God, he with that shit. Kimura versus Julia was one of the best started matches I've ever seen. And the thing, the match ended appropriately in a draw. But it wasn't about the finish. It was about the hatred and passion they had toward each other in that match there. They really hated each other. And they went everywhere. Fans were moving up the way, parting up the damn Red Seas there. And it was cool because in Japanese, you can see like the west side, the east side on the side of the building. They were going all around that motherfucker to the bleachers at the top there, throwing each other fucking over barricades on the fucking steps and shit there. People are moving the hell out of the way. It's the entire audience was the ring as well. Everywhere. It was ridiculous. The real reason I didn't upload it to my channel was because there were so many good spots in there. I'll record the whole fucking thing. It was so fucking good. I couldn't do it. It's not like like the average WWE match, or whatever, where like 2 or 3 spots are good. The entire match was good, and it's storytelling wise, there's intensity in like in every shot. In every shot that they're not fighting, there's intensity in there. I couldn't record it. It was too many. The match is about 30 minutes long. And it was way too much good stuff. From the very opening bell, they ran at each other. Ding, ding, ding. It's going, you have no idea. It's very hard to find. Very hard to find. I could not highlight the whole thing. At that time, I was highlighting things, but I couldn't highlight that match. There was too much good shit in there. Like, I couldn't do it. It was too much. It was like, if I wanted to do it justice, it would be like upload the whole thing on YouTube, and that's it. And I would get in trouble for that one, too. I didn't know she was a Hafu. Honestly, when I look at Hana Kimura, I kind of thought she was. She looked like she didn't look 100% Japanese like Sumu Sakai does or Junko Kuona does. She didn't look 100% Japanese. Then I just saw recently, like I don't know, 12 hours ago, via Terrace House in subtitles at the bottom there. She said that her father's Indonesian and their mother's Japanese, so she's a Hafu. I think Julia's a Hafu as well. I believe she's like Italian Japanese. So like, they look good. They look good. What do you want? Yeah, it's bigger than wrestling. Yeah. Yeah, it's quite weird, the circumstances. I wish. I mean, like, in the kitchen when I was getting something to eat there, I thought about this whole COVID situation. And I thought to myself here, what if back in December there was a choice that needed to be made? What if there was a choice that someone had to make between your loved one or poison the world? That person chose to keep his loved ones and the world got fucked up. What if the bad person said loved one or the world? The person chose to try to get both. He failed. Loved one's gone, world gone. What if the person for the COVID thing said, you have a choice. Either your loved ones or, fuck it, just do everything anyway. What if there's a really sick motherfucker out there that made an impossible choice and fucking poisoned the world anyway? What if this wasn't an accident, this COVID thing? What if this wasn't an accident? There's going to be some movies about this shit in the future, I'll tell you that. A real problem with mixed race people? In what way? As long as you respect their culture and know how to do things their way, I don't think they really care. Oh shit! Raw is officially almost over. I didn't see any of Raw. I don't usually do reaction videos for Raw anymore because it's fucking empty arena air. Who fucking cares? But like last week was pretty good Raw. The week before that was pretty good. I would like to know. You know what? I think I'll watch some Raw right here. You guys can hear the background. I haven't done this in a while, so fuck it. Nice little bonus for you guys sticking around here. Thank you very much here for that one. And maybe I'll stop in the middle. Raw's not worth watching, buddy. Let me see what's happening with Raw right here. I don't know what's happening live. I could know what's happening live right here. Double or Nothing. Oh my god! If I talk about Double or Nothing's main event there, I'll be for here for another fucking half hour. I'll be for another one. Jesus Christ, that match is insane. If I were to say, you know what, for the viewers watching here, I'll say it out there in case you can't see it. of the cinematic matches. The Impact one doesn't really count because it wasn't really full cinematic. But like of the cinematic matches, Boneyard, Stampede, and Firefly Funhouse. Rate them in order of enjoyment. What did you enjoy more? Boneyard, Firefly, or Stampede? What did you enjoy more? In whatever order you want. I'm not gonna say mine. I don't want to influence you. But what was your favorite one? Was it Firefly Funhouse? Was it Boneyard? Was it Stampede? No, in order. All three. Not your favorite one, but all three in order. Let me go to Raw. What's happening over there? I don't think the last ride is up. Oh shit! Word. Episode 3. I'm definitely looking at that shit. Okay, what's happening here? Okay, so it's 5 minutes left in the show. What's happening with Raw? Let me see what's happening. Boneyard number 1 to some people. Boneyard? Yeah, okay. Ho, 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 ho.
Ford has taken a lot of damage.
What is this?
Heavy hitting team. You know, they barely even protect himself at this point.
What? Fans? Are those fans?
Firing his man, showing him that he's in his corner no matter what.
No way. They got fans now? No. Are those wrestlers? Are those stats? What's going on here?
Lashley and MVP.
What's going on?
World of hurt right now. A 6 smile on the face of Bobby Lashley.
I can tell that's Oscar over there because they. What the fuck? Oh, it froze.
That Ford has no clue where he's at. And Angelo Dawkins ticked off, trying to get to the ring to help out. His man, he got caught sleeping. There's the cover by Lashley. Shoulders down and a kick out.
Now the Street Profits, I mean, they brought this on themselves. I mean, they're suffering. I mean, they talk the trash. They want to show.
Okay, they're going out to the floor so I can see them.
They talk trash to MVP.
You don't know anything. They talk trash.
Validated MVP is legal. Listen, MVP and Lashley have an issue with the friendly competition going on right now between the Viking Raiders and the Street Profits, and frankly,
a fucking glass? Fucking glass? What the? It's hockey glass. They're what the fuck?
That's their ability. And well, the way they look at it right now, I'm starting to see that maybe his point's right.
Now tosses Ford back inside the ring. Here's the cover. Hook to the leg and a kick out by Ford. Another cover by the veteran MVP and a kick out. MVP has just been all over thanks to the effort of Bobby Lashley to just demolish Ford.
Oh my god. So what I'm looking at here, it looks like they have NXT. Oh, like the rookies, the performance center rookies. I saw a couple of them. I think I saw Loomis in there, and I saw a particular girl. I think I saw Raquel Rodriguez. Yeah. Hey, you guys want to be on Raw tonight?
Hard into the top turnbuckle. Whoa! Sidestep MVP.
Oh, that legs on this.
That's gotta hurt right there.
Montez Ford has got to figure out where he's at.
I wonder why these two are fighting. I want to see what happens here.
Dawkins, and down goes MVP. That was a desperate right hand. And now a tag made. Angelo Dawkins is legal.
And Angelo Dawkins is angry.
Why did they have Bliss?
Give his team a chance. Superman just stepped out of the phone booth.
Is that Shafir over there?
Oh, off the single leg takedown and driving MVP into the canvas. And now
Shafir has nudes, by the way.
MVP.
And no, it's not worth looking at.
And a spinning splash in the corner, and Dawkins. Dawkins all fired up. This is to Lashley. Oh, and look at Montez Ford outside the ring. Was Montez even still moving? Ford went after Lashley.
I think he's delirious.
They're trying to isolate MVP. This is brilliant. Well, now Montez Ford cash on the top rope from the
now that I think about it, right? About the tag team rule, right? You know how in tag team wrestling, you'll sometimes see like a legal guy hit an illegal guy like on the apron or whatever, like just give him a cheap shot or whatever, and the illegal guy wants to come in there and do something, but the referee gets in there and stops that. Is that what that's all about? The referee stopping an instant disqualification by having a legal person come in there and do something about that. I'm thinking it's that.
Oh, here we go.
Oh, McIntyre's coming out there.
Oh, we knew Drew McIntyre, the WWE champion, was sticking around. And now he has got his eyes set on Bobby Lashley.
McIntyre was ready for Lashley earlier tonight.
Monday night's a right for fight.
Oh, there we go. The Glasgow Kiss, and now here comes
Nice fucking look at he's mounted to these bricks.
Did something happen earlier on why Drew's like especially mad at Bobby Lashley?
And this is what we came here to see tonight.
McIntyre and Lashley.
Oh, so the glass is up, so they don't have to wear masks over there in the back. Okay. I'm thinking reasons why the glass is there, so they can have their face on camera without having masks on. Okay.
They're trying to destroy Bobby Lashley. This is the fight McIntyre wanted, and now look at
And he's
McIntyre.
raining down the bombs.
And the official trying to get control of this situation.
Yeah, good luck. Doing, John. Come on, ruin everything. Let him go.
Wait a minute.
What's going on?
McIntyre's still hammering away on Lashley.
It looks like the cameras are running.
These WWE Performance Center trainees are coming into the ring.
Boys, this ain't looking for anything. Looking for some background. No, give us the kiss again.
And McIntyre already spear. And now Lashley has turned things around.
Okay, whatever. They're getting more stuff. People out there. Okay, cool. Oh shit. Okay. Apollo versus Andrade for the title? No, I didn't see that one. Apollo didn't win. I'm assuming he didn't win. I'm assuming he didn't win because they're not going to push Apollo. not some.
WWE champion.
Drew McIntyre, Bobby Lashley are going to rip each other apart some more.
And it tore right through the trainees. And again, McIntyre.
Oh, they removed the barricade?
And here comes more help through the timekeeper's area.
It's 11 o'clock. You guys can go now.
It ain't going to matter.
What is
11 o'clock, guys.
it take to separate these two?
Oh, by the way, here's a nice little bonus for you guys. Fucking stupid ass ending. There was it. I think it was 2 weeks ago on main event. There was a person that McMahon was really high. I forget his fucking name. He fought against R-Truth on main event. And like this guy was really high. He was really high in Vince's mind. And I saw him have a match against R-Truth, average at best. You can tell he's pulling his punches a lot. But yeah. So let me see this Apollo Crews match here that everyone's talking about. I believe I can do the Skippy thing. Yep. Let's start with part one. I think I heard the triple threat matches first when Nia Jax wins. That's an assumption. I assume she wins because of the people involved in the match. I think I want to see the match as well. See how it is.
We're fortunate to have an audience here tonight, all from training here at the WWE Performance Center. They've all
Okay.
watched the 60 department practicing safe social distancing.
Welcome to Monday Night Raw. Welcome to all the NXT superstars. Some of you are undeniably the future of WWE, especially the ones wearing Kevin Owens shirts.
Oh, Shotzi Blackheart.
And more importantly, welcome to the Kevin Owens Show.
The fans really make it.
You're all so lucky. You know why? Because you're in for a treat tonight, because I, later on, will be taking on Angel Garza in a match. Aren't you excited? Before that, though, I am here to discuss tonight's triple threat match, the winner of which will be getting a title opportunity at Backlash for the Raw Women's Championship. And who better to discuss that with than the current Raw Women's Champion? Please welcome my guest, Asuka.
I agree with you.
This kind of sound feels natural, actually.
Natalia not Finding out she won the Raw Women's title after the match. I mean, a roller coaster would be a bit of an understatement too. They were just getting an opportunity to come out and shake. Very special with that. To find out the celebrations are short-lived.
Yeah, Becky. We're still chanting for Becky. Yeah.
Her name is cool.
You're right. Because not only is she, as we all know, not only she's not just the man now, she's also the mom. T-shirt available, by the way, on www.shop.com. You're welcome, Becky. Now, Asuka, let's talk about you, though. First of all,
they're showing Shotzi Blackheart a lot. She's so happy.
Absolutely.
She's so happy. It's
Now,
she.
before we get into it a little bit more, though, before we get your thoughts on the triple threat match that's happening tonight, I'd like to get your reaction on what happened last week. So we're going to look at the screen.
ちょっと見てください。ちょっと見て。
Remember, this was the championship celebration. Kairi Sane threw for Asuka, interrupted by Nia Jax.
If that's word there.
Seriously?
Skip this Nia Jax bullshit.
Kairi Sane later on backstage. Sane from behind. Asuka would confront Jax.
Oh, you fucking bitch. Hold that motherfucker. Booyaka!
Showing no intimidation. You want to mess with me, Nia Jax? I'll get right in your
Namin
face.
Janeo. That means don't fuck with me. She's fucking rude. How dare she do that?
Oh, second week in a row. I didn't even wonder. The NXT Women's Champion Charlotte Flair, the one interrupting Asuka here tonight.
I actually love the wall right here. It looks like mirrors. It looks really cool, actually. It looks really cool. I'll give them that. The glass on the side looks like mirror reflections, so it looks really cool. Like they're coming out of like a portal or whatever. It looks really good. I'll give him that.
It's been a remarkable workload that Charlotte Flair's been able to manage up to this point as she proudly steals the NXT Women's Championship. Remember later talks tonight, Charlotte Flair versus Natalya versus Nia Jax. Charlotte Nia Jax, but Raw Women's respect for the Queen. Asuka and Charlotte.
Aaliyah has been in NXT since 2014, as long as Charlotte. Riddick Moss, the Rock's daughter, was in there. Oh, I didn't see her. Yeah, we don't need to know her name. We didn't need to know her name. We keep going with this.
Flair, no strangers to each other by any means.
Oh,
You lost the feather.
You want to make a boa?
I saw the manager of the two foreign guys in the crowd.
I need to get this off my chest, and I want to be honest with you. That Raw Women's Championship should have been handed to me. And do I really need to remind you what happens every time you face me? I mean, WrestleMania 34, New Orleans? Or SmackDown? You've never beaten me. I think you need to manage
Whoa. WWE wants us to believe that Charlotte is a face, good guy, but the paid audience is booing Charlotte. Huh? Oh shit. Kevin Owens story continuation. Kevin Owens getting nervous because Natalia's coming back because Natalia's the one who fucked up the set. So he's getting his set out of the way.
To say the least, I mean, I'd much rather get for unprofessionalism for outbursts, but, you know, hopefully she'll turn the corner and get her cash back on track.
Last week she destroyed once they set it, Kevin Owens.
The mirrors look, the glass looks really good, actually. Like, I get why. Looks good.
There's no serious speed to throw on that. I figured I'd take care of the signs too. So
There you go. Saying what I thought. Okay.
Because of last week. Yeah.
Don't worry, Kevin. You have nothing to be concerned about. I'm not here to cause any trouble. I'm actually here to formally apologize to you and your entire KO show crew for the temper tantrum that I had last week. I don't know why I did what I did.
I saw Mia Yim there.
I've just been so frustrated at the fight.
Stop. Not even sucking up to Kevin Owens is going to help you win this match.
I don't think she was sucking up.
I'm fucking loving the crowd, dude. I'm loving the crowd. I can hear them nice and simple. They're not being annoying. They're adding a little bit of brevity to what they're saying. I like the crowd. Yeah, I absolutely do.
It's a nice gesture. She was just.
Oh, Kevin.
It's different than the AEW crowd, which is good. So yeah, I think Impact Wrestling needs to do that as well. I thought Impact Wrestling should have like story-based fights, more story-based fights instead of having an arena matches. So like more story elements, like more cinematic battles instead of like actual in-ring stuff.
No. You're right, Oscar. That was rude. I'm sorry.
Should have not.
I should have told Natty that she was irrelevant. But
that's exactly what a face would do. Say someone is irrelevant.
The third element of tonight's triple threat match, Nia Jax. And Oscar ready for a fight.
Boo.
We all know that I'm going to be the next Raw Women's Champion. And you two know what I'm going to do to you later tonight, so you might as well get ready.
Before you get in the ring, I kind of have I can see where this is going.
Good idea.
I know where this is going.
What I did to Kyrie, because that's just a fraction of what's going to happen to you when I bulldoze over you at Backlash.
Asuka, I know those are fighting words, and you've already taken off your jacket and your title, but please, whatever you do next, don't hit Nia in the face.
And the Raw Women's Champion goes up to James and Natalya, taking over for Charlotte Flair.
I think something was lost in translation.
And the NXT Women's Champion all over Natalya and Asuka. Sitting down to the side of the ring.
Oh, it's getting wild in front of us.
I had a feeling it was going to get wild.
KO's like, I know what this is. I know what's coming. I like smart asses like that. I know where this is going. I'm gonna take a powder.
And speaking of championships, I'd like to welcome on my guest, Apollo. Are you ready mentally with the right game plan in place to defeat Andrade for his United States Championship?
Kayla, tonight is the greatest night of my professional career. And you want to know why? The answer is simple. Tonight I will go out and defeat Andrade and become the new United States Champion. Oh, yeah.
No.
And Joe, you can see how fired up.
I want the audience to chant Vega, Vega, Vega. It's hot.
How people Andrade have to date to remain champion.
I'm liking Raw. I'll watch it my own time, so you guys want the force to be here. But yeah, so far I'm liking it so far. So I someone wanted to see my reaction to the Andrade versus this match. So I guess I'll fucking finish this one and then I'll head out. I've been streaming for a while now. So yeah, there you go. Do. Yeah, Nia Jax. Whoever the fuck said that, Nia Jax. Someone said a barf emoji. Yes, some guys want to hit that. It's true. People like him big. Some guys like him big.
States champion Andrade ready to defend his title here on Memorial Day. Got it better. Title opportunity that went away from Apollo Crews. You can see that with a vengeance. Introducing the challenger from Stone Mountain, Georgia, weighing in at 240 pounds, Apollo Crews! And his opponents, accompanied to the ring by Zelina Vega, weighing in at 215 pounds, he is the United States Champion, Andrade captured the championship 150 days ago at the famed Madison Square Garden against Rey Mysterio tonight.
I think some of the problems you come with like having stuff like this is that some of the characters, the NXT people, have certain gimmicks, and they shouldn't be like having a good time.
Like Harley Race, two-time Hall of Famer Ric Flair, of course, our broadcast colleague.
Oh, absolutely. I mean, the laundry list of great champions when it comes to the United States Championship is long and vaunted, and I'm glad to be part of it.
What is the championship so mean to a man
like Dexter Lumis is there. He's like in the front right in the corner, basically the Brock Lesnar spot. And he's like having a good time applauding. Dexter Lumis's character would not do that. He's very stoic. He's not all there. Yeah.
Garza, running mate of Andrade, watching on backstage.
You know, I think that guy's
His goatee quaff is pretty damn good.
This is a guy.
I gotta shape mine. Yeah.
Who's effortlessly. It's like he's 340. I mean, that's the make.
The match alive by resetting the count. Oh, sends Crews into the barricade.
I believe the U.S. champion is in some type of way.
It looks like that focus just got amplified. This is mine! And it shows you how ticked off Andrade. Slow down for the duration of this match.
Shoulder checks.
Tonight, the championship win.
Oh, first right to the face by Andrade. Andrade. Oh, who's going up to the top turnbuckle against the States champion. All the way to the top is Apollo. Oh, he's caught up back. Dangerous situation here and now. Andrade. Oh, stop to Crews. Andrade to retain the United States title. And a kick out by Crews. Right at the ring awareness of the champion, Andrade. Going where is
It's not so bad.
Ella, let me tell you this. A match is like making love to a beautiful. First, there's the eye contact that sends a clear message. Second, there's a moment between two bodies coming together. Sometimes gently, sometimes crashing against each other. The tension builds as you are thrown into the mat. And the passion of conquering is overwhelming. Then, exhausted bliss, and the match is over. Only to do it all over again.
No, real hands. Angel Garza's expounding on the virtues of love. Andrade.
He ain't wrong. He ain't wrong.
Double knees. And Apollo Crews is seeing shit. He started to fight like we're in a match with the Crews. It's unbelievable strength. And now placing himself on the knee. Oh my God.
What?
Jump on the knee. Oh my God. Follows up with a combination. Crews has won the United States title. Here's your win. And the new United States champion, Apollo Crews.
No. streak. Go.
The potential